Let's head to the crypto space now. I guess it's interesting to say that IMF has even been busy, even in the crypto space. But let's look at the board before we get there. We see a reverse today where we have a lot of red. It used to be a red Friday most of the time, but gladly that's changing. So Bitcoin is now 62,949.6. That's almost 3% up. And then Ethereum is growing on that, building on that 3,000 level after it gained 1.86%. Solana is also up, Cardano. So it's a green board for Friday. But let's look at the headlines. International Monetary Fund advised the Nigerian government to ask global crypto trading platforms to register or obtain licenses before operating in the country. That's it, IMF, in that report that we discussed earlier in the program. This is their recommendation. Then outside Nigeria, Binance is set to delete some major cryptos. I hope we can touch on that and see some of those crypto that they want to. I think ICX, XTZ, Rose, Ape, KNC. These are some of those that they want to delete. And then in Canada, Canada is fining Binance $4.4 million, and it's they're cracking down on them because of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing laws. Binance is getting hit at this time from different countries. But let's have Gilbert Jopata to see if Gilbert can help us shed some light. Hi, Gilbert. Good afternoon. Happy Friday.
Yeah, greetings, Mrs. Sini. Great to be here.
Good to have you. So, IMF is advising that the government in Nigeria should register and give licenses to platforms. I guess we've been talking about building up local platforms since it seems Binance is getting hit, at least in Nigeria and now in Canada. But I don't know, the crypto community, what are you guys talking about this?
There have been a lot of events happening in the cryptocurrency space, which have actually put Nigeria on the spotlight. Before now, the kind of spotlight we get into have always been that of what we do as retail investors and traders. When we were the most curious crypto country, when we're the largest provider of, the third largest provider of liquidity in the world, or in all of these updates, right now we're at the point where whatsoever the government is doing is also being spotlighted to the entire world. And we're at the point where we really see regulation is really inevitable at this very moment. And most of what the Nigerian government are actually doing, international analysts are also analyzing, scrutinizing. But at this point, cryptocurrency has a way to bring a revolution to the Nigerian economy, encourage what traders and investors are actually doing. Because I think what Nigerian investors and traders are doing are actually something that the Nigerian government will really like. It has ability to also attract foreign investors into the country if we have the right regulatory framework. At the same time, if you look at the kind of volume which is being passed, which Nigerians bring, I think that the Nigerian government should actually look at the fact that if they could tax this, it will also bring a lot of economic yield to the country. So yes, what the IMF is really saying about more like a framework for exchanges in Nigeria, I think at this point is really inevitable as we move forward as a country.
Well, Gilbert, now that you mentioned tax, I hope when they start taxing you guys, you would not complain.
Okay, this is what I mean by taxing. If you look at what is happening, these are retail traders and retail investors. And when you look at a new and innovative technology as the blockchain technology, there may be nothing wrong in taxing it, but I think that if you want to encourage investors into the country, there shouldn't be a burdensome tax. I know some countries that is actually free trade for cryptocurrencies just to attract foreign investors. I also know some countries also that tax, but yet the tax is not a burden. It's something that is bearable. It's something that still encourages crypto entrepreneurs, investors, and traders to still continue. And I don't really think there's anything wrong in paying tax, as citizens of the country. It's for the betterment of our country. So as long as it's not something that will be burdensome, I think that there is a whole lot we stand to gain as government. There's a whole lot the government stand to gain. There's a whole lot the country's economy stand to gain, and a whole lot also as citizens we stand to gain if we play in this country. But we need a more friendly playground that will be a win-win situation for the government, the country, and also individual players in the industry.
All right, Gilbert, thank you so much for balancing that out, and do enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, thanks for having me.